Hi, my name is Davina Dressler. I'm the CEO of the Constellation project. I think the ultimate goal in lived experience inclusion is to end homelessness because we're in a crisis at the moment and there are so many complicated elements of that. There's so much need to respond in different ways according to people's different circumstances. So if we're not talking to people about their experiences and their needs, then we won't be able to solve the problem.
I'm Diane Brown. I'm from the Innovation Catalyst team here at RMIT, and we've been working with Constellation for the last 2 years, really looking and diving deep into their model of lived experience leadership and inclusion. So we really set out to test the assumption or the premise that lived experience inclusion is not just an ethical imperative, but it's also a practical one, because we can't solve for homelessness unless we're including people who've experienced homelessness themselves.
There's other organisations that have done frameworks. They're always useful tools. For us, the reason that we wanted to pull together all our learnings is because we had a lot of people asking us how we were doing what we were doing. And there's a lot of fear out there of doing the wrong thing, and that means that people don't take action. So we really wanted to be transparent about sharing what we'd learned, including where we'd made mistakes and where we think we can improve, so that we can hopefully not only guide our own work into the future, but also help other people see where they might be able to apply things into their own work.
It's shown that lived experience contributors are having a direct and tangible impact on the work that Constellation does, leading to more effective solutions, more influential solutions, and greater networks of partners working together towards ending homelessness.
I don't think that homelessness can be solved or addressed without lived experience inclusion through every level and really leading that. And some of the barriers, I think, are biases, lack of awareness, and yes, many systemic barriers that hinder lived experience inclusion.
I think in making sure that people who are impacted most by the decisions that are made about them, being a part of the decisions that impact them, is the ultimate goal.
Firstly, being able to have this as non-partisan, so that everybody agrees that this is the way we want to go, and so that we can do this over the long term. Constellation are doing a fabulous job in finding out the systems of what type of homes do we need by listening to people with lived experience to find out what's best going to suit that.
Well, it's got to be on a societal level. It's got to involve all aspects. I mean, the culture itself I don't think, really believes that some demographics may need more assistance, might need to be wrapped around a little bit to bring them back up to that point where they're on that same level as the other people. So it's cultural, it's going to involve all tiers of government, and yeah, it's definitely going to involve hearing from the people and listening to everyone's input.
I think organisations need to ask if they're ready. Like, organisational readiness is actually paramount. There's people with lived experience expertise that are ready to sit around tables and to support this movement, but is the organisation ready? Do you have a budget line? Do you have support? Do you have flexibility in the timing of the project? Like, we're more than a project. So it's about asking, what is your capacity as an organisation? And then how do you make sure that the people, your organisation that you're supporting, actually have what they need to be included?
I think really today's event underscored the importance of ongoing contributions from people with lived experience, so not just one-off contributions, but keep inviting them back to be involved, and feedback loops, so ensuring there's feedback loops and just continuing that communication post the contribution.
So it's not enough to just hear those insights and then, maybe think about how you're going to implement that. It really needs to be holistic in terms of how you're implementing that, how you're feeding that back, and that conversation and collaboration needs to be ongoing, because otherwise really you're talking about a focus group rather than someone you're actually co-designing and working with.